Alright, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to be playing some dinosaurs, because why? Well, there's a new one that lets dinosaurs fly. Crazy sentence, but it's true. We're going to start with some Seam Rip, though, because we do want some removal to deal with early things, especially like the one-drop flyers that are going to be trying to enable Sneak. We do have some Ixali's Lord Keeper, just for some fast mana. Llanowar Elves for the same. And then we have some Get Lost, because we do want some extra removal as well, just for some bigger things. Then we have Intrepid Paleontologist, which gets us mana of any color, which is big because we're playing 3 colors, but also can remove stuff from graveyards against those problematic decks. We have a couple of Archdruid's Charm to give us some other fight spells, a way to search for some of our bigger creatures if we get into the right situations. We have some Pugnacious Hammerskull, because a 6/6 on turn 2 is kind of nice. Regal Imperiosaur. This whole group of 3 mana things is a good way to use those 1 mana aggro, not aggro, but 1 mana ramp creatures like the Lore Keeper and the Llanowar Elf. It should make it easy to cast these on too. We do have a couple copies of Aganosaur Rex, which is a 5 mana 8/8. However, most of the time we're going to save it to cycle so we can draw a card and give something indestructible and trample. Polani's Hatcher, it's a way to get haste on all our stuff and get some extra bodies. And then other big stuff we can search for, Vaultborn Tyrant, obviously good. And Geshath, Sun's Avatar, because why not, right? Like, if we're able to just play white anyway, we might as well play one of these in here. But the flying dinosaur, or, well, it is flying, but gives other dinosaurs flying as well, is Triceraton Commander. It's XX white white 2/2. It's a dinosaur soldier. Again, it has flying. And then whenever it attacks dinosaur creatures you control other than this card, get +1/+1 and gain flying. Not like your dinosaurs needed to be bigger for whatever reason. But when it enters, you can create X/2/2 white dinosaur creature tokens. So effectively, you could pay 6 and get 2 2/2s and this creature. Then when you attack, all your stuff have +1/+1 and flying. Not bad if you want something post-sweeper, but also if you're just trying to set up a big finish. But yeah, we'll see where all this goes, but y'all know the drill. If you want to buy some cards and you want to support the channel, go over to Tales of Adventure. That's TOAMagic.com. And if you use my code DRAGON, which is DRAGN, you'll save 5% on your whole order. So go save some money, support the channel, and I really appreciate you. In the meantime, we're going to fire this up and see if we can actually fly over for some wins with some dinosaurs. I'm going to assume this isn't good, but we have a lot of solid top decks, so I'm going to keep it. Like, we have all of our mana colors and stuff, so we're not too worried about that. The thing is, when you play Ixali's Lord Keeper turn 1, though, your opponent knows, oh, this fool's playing dinosaurs. Like, there's no real secret there. Alright. Let's just do this and get in there for 1. I mean, hell, 4, 5, 6, we're almost to where we just hard cast a Vaultborn Tyrant, which is crazy. That's interesting. Fortunately, we have this. We'll have to take 3 for it, but we'll pass. Now it's just, do we have to destroy a synthesizer or not, is the question. Or exile a synthesizer, I should say. No, there's an Ajani. Okay. Cool.
I am here to bring you home.
Then let's exile this. Get our duders back. And then put that on Dinosaur. Man, we have not drawn any dinos really this game. This is very disappointing. Let's go ahead and attack here first to encourage the opponent to protect Ajani, even though we're just going to kill it anyway. I almost sent the Lore Keeper at them just to see what they would do. Now we have a tough decision to make here, actually, because we kind of want to... You know what? I'm just going to end the turn, because they look like they're some type of control deck. Oh, what is that about? And a braided net. Oh, no, so maybe this is a synthesizer pile. Huh. Weird. Not what I was thinking, but alright. My first thought was it was a synthesizer thing, the way stuff looked, but now I don't know where it's going. They're manually tapping, so they're setting something up here. Yep, no clue what's going on. There's artifacts. We're now an affinity situation. There's multiple Furtic cores. I'm lost. I don't know what's happening. It's all good though. Ooh, Polani's Hatcher. We're not mad at that. Gonna tap a Vaultborn Tyrant. Sounds good. Get us a card and some life. Sure. Turn one of those into a 3/3. And go attacking. Remember, we can also play Paleontologist to reuse stuff out of the graveyard. Okay, so it's just a weird synthesizer deck. Alright, this is where we are, I guess. They're going to draw a card here and discard two. Wow. They must have really wanted what's on top. Because they didn't even want to wait. Oh, hold up. Nah, I'm not going to get to pull it off, though, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got to just hold this. However, we are going to do this, though. Just get that out of here so we ain't even got to worry about it. Sure, you got it. Play this tapped. And that would be 3, 6. So we'd still have 7. Be 1 away from that next turn. Yeah, might as well get in there. Shoot. Opponent goes to 6. In the turn. Battlefront. You got it. Alright, cool. Got there. Credit's where it's due to the opponent, because I did not know where this... At first, it was like, oh, this is probably like some type of synthesizer deck. And I was like, no, it's probably just a control deck because Johnny showed up. And then we flipped back the other way with all these random things, and then a synthesizer actually popped up. So they're trying something different. Can't fault them for that. Okie doke. These are hands we hope to hit. Come on, don't get Milana Werewolf. There's a Turtle Duck. Turtle Duck feels like a sign of shenanigans, right? If we see a Turtle Duck, you're like, all right, I guess the opponent's going to be doing some Doran things. Because why else do you want to know for? Oh, or not? Not to say, that does actually work with Doran, because that's a different power toughness. Alright, let's go attacking. Just this guy. Okay, and then we'll play a Paleontologist and leave up Get Lost. Or is this just a strange mono green aggro? Okay, it might be. So I was like, maybe that's what's going on here. Opponent, really? That's like aggressive for no reason. But sure. I don't mind wasting that because I'm basically just priced into... Well, I may be wrong. I was going to say priced into playing a Dinosaur Rex there, but maybe I'm not. Opponent's saying GG already. Alright. GG, I guess. Nice. We're gonna keep this. And there's an early Ruin Liquor bat. Great. Not sure how this is gonna work for us, but it doesn't feel good, I'll tell you that. Yep. Go ahead and run this out. And really, the only way we're going to win this is we got to hit some of our big dinosaurs, possibly some of our tramplers. Shelter comes down. We're going to need to find our charm. Like, we need a lot of stuff to go our way. We're going to ninja sneak something. Oh, we're doing this mess. Alright, fair enough. That works too, I guess. Go attacking. Then we're going to lose half our library again. Because, of course, why wouldn't we? Go down to 13 cards at the start of our turn? Yeah, why not? Okay, you're a fun card to draw here, though. I think we just go for it. And just say, like, if you have the cards, you have the cards at this point. We can't afford to wait. Now, I say that. In hindsight, maybe I'm supposed to hold up the Dinosaur Rex, so if they have a, like, Day of Judgment here, we would have been fine. Sure. Then we go attacking. Way more than 6, even if you have a bounce spell. Yeah, that was silly. I expect you're going to see a fair amount of this deck, and it's kind of the one reason if you just see turn 1 flyers or whatever, you just go ahead and get rid of it. If I'd have had like a seam rip or something, I would have used it just to keep them from getting into the silly scenario. But we had bigger creatures here, so we were able to close the clock fairly fast and helped our situation. Oh, I'm going to keep it, but we're really just hoping to draw some playable dinosaurs. That's really what we want here. Yeah, that's not it at all, deck. That's not it. Alrighty, well, we at least have Archdruid's Charm, so we could go hunt for something if necessary. Assuming we get to hold on to a Llanowar Elf. And then, I don't know, like, no, you get my Dinosaur Rex. The secret's out. I have to play this. Attack. If I want to use the charm, I have to be a little patient here. Question is, what do we go get? Duress. Well, we can at least defend against Duress and go get a creature. Unless that's make us pay 2 more for the 1 blue mana. Maybe. I mean, if it is, we're just in top deck mode, and there's nothing we can do. Okay, hey, that's fine. Actually, that helps us out because we get a little bit of a clear sight on what we can actually cast here. I think it's going to have to be Polani's Hatcher, right? Because anything else, we're probably going to end up having to discard. Because there's a good chance we're playing against a discard pile here. Put that on Dinosaur and play this. Sure. Just send the 0 in there to send a message. But I still stand by this. We've been saying this for the better part of a couple months. We run into discard decks on the ladder regularly. So people want that to be a thing, but nobody has a good discard list yet. So if you have one and you want to see it featured here on the channel, hop into the Discord. Links in the description. Just hop in, go to the standard section, share it. We'll talk about it. If it looks good, we'll probably give it a shot. And not in the comment section. Some of y'all want to just post it. If it's in the comments, it don't count. I gotta see it in the Discord. I don't look at Decklist in the comments. For several reasons. Same thing with DMs. The crazy part is, we have all the mana we could want right now. They can copy our big dino. Either of our dinos. Oh, they only have one over there. They exiled the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, come on. Let's find our biggest of dinos. We have 7 mana. Either of our 7 mana dinos would work here, actually. Let's do the thing. So are they like... I don't even know what this is. Yeah, we just take 3, I guess. Ooh, okay. Okay. Let's pass and see what they do. Because we have a lot at our disposal right now. Stock up. Sure. Oh, you know what? They go get a thing that makes us discard 2. We're kind of wrecked, right? Maybe they took a duress? You want to duress us, right, opponent? No, they... Okay, that's actually not bad, though. That's not bad at all. Sure, you got it. We might as well block with the 01. Okay, it appears they don't have anything, so let's go ahead and go looking. We're going to take Gashath and hope we hit. Wow. Whew, we have not drawn well. If it wasn't for the search spells, we'd have been up against it. Come on, we got the full 7. That wasn't great. That wasn't great. But it's better than nothing, I guess. They don't feel like a sweeper type deck, so we could be okay. But, you know, so many black decks play Deadly Dispute anyway. Actually, that's solid for them, actually. Got rid of the flyers when they're at 3. That's pretty good stuff. Okay, so if we attack, they block. Man, alright. Well, we still gotta attack. We can't just sit here, obviously. Ooh, can we have one dinosaur on the very top of the library, please? That would be fantastic. Dang it, they saw it. They're switching it up. They're not going to let us... dang it. I was hoping. What if we do it... That can stay, obviously. I'm feeling like we want to get rid of the Harvester because it's harder to block and it's not as good of a target for a future Cavero or anything. Alright, I guess we need like a Vaultborn Tyrant or something here. I don't know. Man, we haven't drawn... Have we drawn removal this game at all? No, we haven't. I mean, technically, I guess the charms, but obviously that's not what we're aiming for. Yeah, I think we just lose this one. We drew way too much mana this game, realistically, for this to go anywhere near positive. Oh, that's what this deck is? Oh, weird. Alright. Well, that's a thing we know now. Hammer Skull, sure. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing here. We're just hoping a top deck. We've drawn so much mana, I'm hoping we draw some relevant non-land cards. Opponent's at 4. I mean, they can draw near infinite cards at this point. Or they can just do it with lands for some reason, instead of just paying for the Winter Night stories. Alright, I guess they have a removal spell for the Hammer Skull. Did you... What just happened? Alright, this is where I feel like I have to say this like once a week. But this is why when you look at decks winning and losing, when you watch some of our creator videos from anybody, look at how games were won or lost, not if they were won or lost. Because there's losses that could have easily been wins, and there are wins that could definitely have been losses. And this is one of those wins that could have been a loss because, like, zero reason to tap down to draw the cards. Like, you sacked a land when you're able to draw anyway from this for 5 mana. Like, I don't even know what was happening. Like, we shouldn't have won that. They definitely block, go to 3. Like, there was still a lot of ways they were still in this game. This was a weird one. Okay, let's keep it. Yeah, let's just go Hushwood Verge into this. Oh, that Lionel Werewolf is gone. Oh, okay, that's fine. If that's how it's got to be. We can live with that. The fun part is right now, nobody's expecting you to play dinosaurs. So they see Lionel Werewolves, they're thinking there's going to be like Badger Mole Cubs and whatever, and then you're just like, boom, dinosaur. Now what? Let's go ahead and take some damage. Let's run some dinos out there. What would they be doing with all that mana? Are they trying to get to the landfall enchantment thing? Because if so, we should just play another big body, right? Assuming that's what their game plan is. But let's see. I thought maybe they might have had an Aetherize or something there. What are we doing then? I guess we just try another one. See what they're rocking with, I guess. Alright, that's fine. We didn't give up the Aganosaur Rex, which is kind of important. Whoa, what was that? Target card from a graveyard to your hand. Okay. Weird. Man, people are in their bag early this season trying some unique stuff. I guess I'm going to go for it on this. See if they waste a counter on our turn, or on their turn, which wouldn't be bad. All right. So the assumption is they have a counter or something. Ooh, this is tough. All right. Go attacking with Imperiosaur. Man. We really needed our Caverns of Souls here. Just trying to think, what does the opponent do here? I guess we go for it, right? Like, I'm assuming they have a counter. Because, like, what else are you doing? Yeah, that's fine. We assume something of the sorts. I mean, this could just be a doppelgang pile, too. Whoa, what? 1,000-year storm? Okay, well, that's a thing that happens. Yeah. Okay, then. Oh, wait, that's lethal if they don't have a bounce spell, but it looks like they have something. Nothing? I'm going to sample it by... Nah, we're just going to put it here. If you got us, man. Oh, they didn't have it. Yeah, I was going to put it on the Llanowar Werewolf, so if they had a bounce spell, they do that and I could just replay it. But then I just thought, well, it could also be like a Burst Lightning or something, and then that's just worse. So I'll just put it on the bigger creature, put them to 1, and then they're just forced to figure something out. But they had nothing at all. But yeah, if you didn't know, 1,000-year Storms us, if you cast instant or sorceries, you copy it for each other instant or sorcery you've already cast for the turn. So basically everything has Storm. And I don't know what they were planning, but it makes sense that you would be playing Aurora Procession, because once you have the mana and whatever, you're reusing stuff over and over. You're replaying stuff out of the graveyard. Like, I see where they were going. Whew. This is a tough one. I'm going to keep it, but kind of hoping I draw a 3-mana dinosaur. If not, we can always search, but I'm not even sure what I'd want to search for. Okay, well, at least we don't have to give up one, effectively. So that's nice. Authority of the Consoles. Now that's annoying. I mean, that resolves, but if we search, what are we getting? Because, like, if we just play Triceraton Commander next turn, does that even matter? I mean, because we're going to give them 6 life. I mean, I guess so. I mean, opponent just has double whatever. Like, we eat it, right? Actually, we're only making 1 token, so we're giving them 4 life. I'm assuming they're a creature deck, though, since they're playing Temple. That's the only thing that makes sense. So these are to fuel the other life gain creatures, right? Nope, there's a split up. Okay, then. You got it, fam. Well, I guess the good news is, technically, we could deal with all the things they're trying to do. Oh no, this is the mono-white control pile that just happens to be playing a bunch of tokens and stuff. Alright. Well, this did not go the way we wanted. We didn't draw lands. The opponent actually had double consoles, so this one's just over. But this deck should be hard for us to beat anyway, so I'm not heartbroken over this one. This feels like generally how these games are going to go regardless. Yeah, they're just playing piles of removal with a bunch of token makers. Which is fine. We kind of know the drill. Oh, wait. No, that's fine. This could be tapped. It's okay. It turns on our Verge regardless. I don't know what we do here, though. Like, do we just get rid of a authority? I mean, I could search for a land, but that's meh. I guess I'm going to do it anyway, though. Because, like, if we don't, what else are we doing? We can't just sit here and not cast spells, right? Like, sucks giving the opponent a bunch of life, but yes, we do what we got to do. Alright, have a bunch of life, opponent. And then we'll see the third split up, probably. Alright, cool. GG's, you got us. We can move on. Like, to be fair, that's one where we definitely could have had a better showing, but, like, we couldn't even cast the cards that were in our hand, so the opponent had all day. Turns out, we saw both their sweepers, but we just couldn't apply pressure. Ugh, this one we're going to mulligan on the draw. Keep this, tuck one of those away, and then let's see what happens. Okay. Do we get to keep a Llanowar Elf? Here's a Badger Mole Cub. And no removal for their Duder. That is unfortunate. Alright. Is this a world where we actually kind of want another paleontologist so we can go giant on the Triceraton, maybe? Well, I'm glad we have big dinosaurs here. Because those are relevant. Yeah. Why not? And then I'm willing to attack with this. Like, yeah. Because I'm just like, what are you going to block with? Right? Either one you block is fine by me. And if they double block, whatever, we get rid of Badger Mole Cub. Oh, no. Hopefully they brick. Oh, they don't have any mana at least, so that's good. We get 1 turn reprieve. I think we have to Triceraton next turn. Just to give ourselves any semblance of a chance. So we Triceraton for 1. As much as I would like to wait another turn, I don't think we can. But if we attack with both of these, something has to block here, right? I mean, I guess they don't. They're at 13. I guess we don't attack, right? Because they could just not block and potentially kill us anyway with what's under the cage. And if they don't get rid of Commander, then we just attack in the air for a whole bunch next turn anyway. It looks like it's a Crater Hoof. Because they're just trying to set up the board, unfortunately. Yeah, they're just maximizing the number of creatures they have out. I mean, yeah, just hoof it up. If you got it, go for it. Oh, it was not hoof. That's nowhere near as good as a hoof. We still get away with one here, folks. If that's a hoof, I think we lose. Because that would have been 5, 10, 15, 20 plus whatever. Yeah, I think we just attack then. All the dinosaurs get flying. Wow. Wow. This card currently is on my do not craft list. The video is up right now for the overrated or overperforming, underperforming cards where like things you should and shouldn't craft early in the first week. And this one was one I messed around with. I think I saw a few people try playing with this card. And it did not look very impressive. And for kind of similar reasons that you see here. Like, it made a bunch of dudes. Don't get me wrong. Like, that's really awesome. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's just more dudes. Whereas I think even if this had been, like, Overlord of the Mistmores or something like that, you at least get the 2/1 flyers. And you can play the Overlord of the Mistmores a turn before you can play this. And that's a big difference. But, yeah. Credit for trying a new card, though. I can't blame them. It's first week. You know, go for it. See if you can find a way to make it work. But yeah, got away with one actually because of the Triceraton and our flying dinosaurs. Ooh, I guess we can keep this one. Oh, no. Okay, weird. Usually when you see a blue-white land tapped early, you're like, oh, this is going to be some type of control pile. But not when they play one that happens to be a desert. I don't know what that means. Am I going to counter some things? Did counter it. Didn't destroy it. Okay. I have zero clue where we're at right now. Okay, now we're back to it looking like a control deck. Oh. This might just be a rough matchup. You can't get away with playing a slow draw here, unfortunately. Oh, I see. You're trying to leave mana open for Seam Rip. We don't care about that. I'm kind of, in a way, if some sweepers go off, we're kind of going to be leaning on the Triceraton a little bit to make us some late game creatures, I think. It's an 0/4, and when it comes taps or is dealt damage, you destroy. Okay. I don't know if that means a sweeper's not coming or if it means a sweeper is coming. I don't know the difference. What's funny is I have to be careful to still not accidentally attack all, because then the creature would die. And I wouldn't get anything for my troubles there. I would lose our +1. Does this make little dinosaurs? It does make white dinosaurs. Okay. So if for some reason we get to keep this and we're to find a land, we could get in there with 3 instant speed duders. Okay, there's a Beza. All right, all right. Oh, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do the thing. We're going to do the thing. All right, for 2. And again, can't attack all, or else we lose a +1 here. And this makes all of those fly, so we don't even care that you got a Beza and some little duders. Triceraton is kind of a silly fun card, though. So it was a control deck of sorts. I'm just wondering if the opponent was playing some type of control deck that wasn't relying on sweepers, because otherwise I don't know why you'd be playing Cryo Shatter. That's definitely not the card of choice. Because, like, you don't even necessarily want this to deal with, say, like a Badger Mole Cub, right? You'd rather just Seam Rip and get rid of it. Because otherwise they still get their mana, you know, so you don't really want that. So an interesting choice. But good taste. They are a Spurs fan, according to their name. So good luck in the playoffs with Wemby. Ooh, we're on the draw. I guess we can keep this and try to get away with it. We need to draw something to help us here, though. But part of my logic was also assuming that Lorekeeper possibly doesn't live, and then we're just playing Paleontologist and then hoping to go from there. But there's a weapons manufacturing, and that's probably worse. Attack for 1? I mean, maybe we just play Big Aganosaur Rex next turn? I don't know. Extruder, gonna get rid of our Paleontologist. Boo. Good for them, though. Oh, no, did you have another? Oh, they got rid of our whole board. Alright, well, I guess the best we can do is get rid of weapons manufacturing, so there's that. But we're kind of up against it otherwise. Don't think it's worth playing anything here. Alright. There's probably like a Viper or something here anyway. Sack all those artifacts and... Nope, didn't happen though. Was in the realm of possibility. Yep. We take 2 and they get a 3/3. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do here, y'all. This is not looking good. Grimbauble. Oh, and we're going to torch our guy. Oh, you're going to shoot him for 2. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, why not? I mean, the only good news is that they're slowly using up their cards. However, they're also not playing something that's in their hand, which isn't a good thing for us. I mean, we can try... If we can get an untapped land, Triceraton make 2 bodies. That's maybe has some value. But they could also just have a real removal spell here. And then put us down to 6, and then we're kind of pressed for it. But in a perfect world, it would be land, so we make 3 dudes, and then another land, so we could play Vaultborn Tyrant. But that might be the only way I think we have a chance here. They're digging for lands. They may keep that on top. It's still 2 damage. Oh, and they're splitting it up. If they'd have put it on 1, I'd have been curious to block or not, because then it means they could probably torch. All right, we got the best we could hope for here. To make X2. And I feel like we're just supposed to attack, and if they trade, they trade. Kind of just have to be okay with it. I mean, if they double block, pump their guys somehow, then like, eh. tough life. You know, like, sucks to be us. All right. Yep. They're going to shoot down the Triceraton Commander, I would imagine, here. Because I don't think you want to let that live. And then here, we're just hoping to hit something like land, Vaultborn Tyrant, draw into something else big. Maybe our one that gives us the haster dinosaurs, like something. Ah, it was a tapped land. The monkey's paw. All right. Let's see if we get to hold on to this card, because we could be very close to dead next turn. All right, they got 4 mana. Ooh, didn't want to see that, especially with them having 19 life. All right. Well, I guess now we could draw our best dinosaur. Gashath would be great, right? Okay. You ain't bad either, though. Like, you're the next best thing. Are they going to make a 6/6 here? No, they're going to deadly cover up. However, we do get a 6/6 of our own and get some life. That was not bad. Little surprised that's the action they went for. Truthfully, that feels like they were in a better spot there, because they could have kept making other I don't know. I mean, they're going to go to 15. We get to attack. We get to make a bunch of stuff with the... Now, here's something we have to consider, too. Have they been sitting on 2 of those this whole time? Right? So let's do this first, see if we draw something. This might be a little too conservative of a play, but if they have another... Oh, never mind. Never mind. That was perfect. That was absolutely perfect. Cinema. We get a card, we get life, we get to make a hasty 3/3. Oh, that's so good. And we're going to attack for Xaxes? Oh, that's brutal. I don't know how we got away with this, y'all. So good. So good. Yeah, I was not expecting this to perform as well as it did, and we got decent value out of the Triceraton. The biggest thing for me, though, was just like, it was hard. Sometimes we had mana with no big payoff, and then sometimes we had the payoffs without the mana, and I don't know if that's just some weird luck or just how the deck plays at times. The charms proved to be very good. Obviously, you know, Seam Rip and Get Lost are good. I mean, realistically, playing the white does allow you to just play other good cards while also just splashing into like the one Gashath or whatever. So that's kind of cool. I don't mind that. I think the question, though, is could this just still be better as a red-green dinosaur pile and not even worry about the Triceraton? Like maybe, or even just red-green, so you can play like Burst Lightning, the whatever Dinosaur Stomp Bite thing, the 1 red mana one, right? And then you just splash for 2 Triceraton, and instead of doing like Gashath or whatever. Like, I don't know. I wish there was a way to play more Vaultborn Tyrant. I think that card's very good. And getting to 7 for this deck turned out was fairly easy compared to getting to 8. So that's something else to consider as well. If you don't have the Gashath or don't want to craft them, maybe you play another Vaultborn Tyrant because you had them in another deck. I think that's reasonable. But overall, I mean, dinosaurs. We did our thing against a couple of different decks. Admittedly, one of our wins was not a great win. I think the opponent just played weirdly there. But whatever the record is, it'll have been up here during the closer. But yeah, it was fun. It was surprisingly solid. I will say that. Maybe it's first week situation. Maybe it won't be great in week 3. But who knows? You know, it at least has levers you can move around as the format settles down, which I like. You have different removal you could play. You even have some different creatures you can play. You could be more aggressive and go more hasty if you want to. You could still play Bonehorde Dracosaur if you need to deal with flyers. If anything, I think this deck mostly just has to worry about the early turn 1 flyers that people are going to try to sneak into whatever spells or whatnot. I think if you could deal with that, you're going to be okay. And that may even be a case of sometimes you're going to need to play your Triceraton just as a 2/2 flyer, right? Just to say, hey, they played a 1/1 flyer, I'm playing a 2/2 flyer just so they can't attack and sneak something. And if that's what you got to do, you got to do it. Sucks, but that might just be the right play sometimes. But overall, Link's going to be over on overall good. Link's going to be over on Moxfield like usual. It's where we post our decks if you want to see any of our stuff. You should be posting yours there too. But that's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.